In episode 135 of the 40 Plus Fitness Podcast, I reveal a secret weapon for you to use in your health and fitness journey. Have you decided you're ready to make a change? To reclaim your health and fitness? The 40 Plus Fitness Podcast is here for you. I'm your host, Alan Meisner. I'm an NSAM certified personal trainer with a specialization in corrective exercise and fitness nutrition. Let me be your coach as you find your way on your health and fitness journey. All right, let's go. So what's going on with you? Are you getting the results you want? Ready to get a little help? The Forever Fitness personal training is open and waiting for you. Education, support, community, accountability, all customized for you. And there's still some time to get the 10% discount, at least until August 15th. Go to forever.fitness and sign up today. So, what is this secret weapon for your health and fitness journey? It's a journal and a log. And let me kind of explain what I mean by this. When you think about what a journal and a log are, they're an opportunity for you to collect information about how your life or how your work or how your sleep are going. And so by doing this, what you actually give yourself is kind of an opportunity to look back in the past and understand where you were. Because a lot of times, it's very hard for us just to day remember everything that we did the day before and why that might make us feel the way we're feeling today. So journals are a great opportunity for you to do a lot of great things. And in this episode, what I really want to do is take some time to talk about the different types of things that I've used in journals that have really helped me up my game with my health and fitness. Now, one of the first things that I want to get into with a journal that I think everybody should be doing every single day is expressing gratitude. Now, this might be a new concept to you, but a lot of the top people, the top performers in the world, in business, in health, and everywhere, have come to understand that the simple act of expressing gratitude puts their frame of mind in such a way that great things happen for them. And we're not talking about just basic people. We're talking about really high performers that have seen awesome things happen for themselves, are regular journalers. And one of the things that they make sure that they record every single day is some form of gratitude. Now, I've heard some individuals that will try to find 3 things that they're thankful for, and I've heard people will do that journaling in the morning. I've heard of other people that will do the journaling in the evening. Now, I'm a big proponent of starting your day well, and so what I make sure to do every single morning is to document something I feel grateful for. And sometimes I have to think about it a little bit longer because I don't want to be redundant and just say, my wife, my daughters, my wife, my daughters, I don't want to keep doing that. So in my mind, I have to sit down and kind of think about how good my life is. And in that process of thinking of something original, something that's new, something specific, and sometimes something very, very mundane, it really kind of brings out a different mindset. And what I find is it sets a tone for the whole rest of my day that just allows me to do some really cool things, okay? And part of that gratitude is this relief of stress and getting you a little bit more mindful of what's going on in your life. And something that you may not have been carrying with you before. And now you have this positive thing that you can carry with yourself all day long. And if you happen to have, later on a bad day, something wrong, pull out that journal and read what you're grateful for. Go back a couple days if you need to, and just remind yourself of how valuable your life is, how wonderful your life is, that it's something worth fighting for. It's something worth keeping around for a while. And building your health and fitness will give you the capacity to live longer and live better. Okay, so what's some of the things that I will record in a basic journal? Well, beyond the basic stuffs of gratitude, I also sometimes like to just write down random thoughts, things that are going on. Sometimes I put to-do lists in there. That's fine too. But let me kind of talk through a few things that I really like to keep up with in my logs and journals. The first thing is my workouts. If you go into the gym and you do a particular workout, unless you're just really, really consistent about working out, the next time you go into the gym, you might not remember the exact weights that you were using the last time you were in there. You might not remember exactly how far you went the last time you walked for 30 minutes. So now what you're able to do is you're able to keep a log of those things to understand what your workouts are, and that will allow you then to apply the principle of progression. Also, by logging your workouts, it kind of gives you this mindset of completion. You get to see that work each week, each day, and you can kind of go back and see what you've accomplished, which helps with your persistence. And then when you're not getting what you need out of a workout, so maybe your strength is stalled a little bit, or your fat loss is stalled a little bit, understanding some of the things that are going on in your life that you've logged in this log as far as your workouts, you may understand, well, okay, I didn't lift quite as much this week. My weights are down a good bit. I'm not quite sure why, but that's something for me now to focus on and understand. So just kind of getting your mind around the concept that keeping up with your workouts is going to keep you on track because you have progression, you have persistence, and you have patience now because you can look back and see all the hard work you've done and know that you're on the right track because you're getting better every week, every month. And that's important. The next thing I really like to log, and I don't do this all the time, so I'll be completely out there and honest with you, but I do occasionally like to step back and start logging my food, particularly if I notice that I'm kind of stalled a little bit. And so if you listen to the bonus episode I released a little bit while back, you'll know that I had some things going on with the business and what was trying to go on. And as a result, I kind of started putting on a little bit of body fat. And I wasn't really happy with that look, that feel. I kind of got past that comfortable stage. I've got a nice little comfortable body fat percentage range for me that runs somewhere between like about 18% and about 22, 23%. And as long as I'm in that range, I'm healthy and I'm doing well, then I don't really worry about it too much. But I've let myself kind of get above that range a little bit. And I'm not too happy about it, but I know why it happened. It happened because I wasn't logging my food. And so now I've kind of changed my program around, working on getting into ketosis. And as I kind of get into this state of ketosis, I am logging everything that goes in my mouth as far as food and calories and macros and all those things so that I can get myself to a point where I want to be. Now, once I get there, a lot of the foods that I like to eat, a lot of the things that I'll do, I'll just naturally know what to eat. I won't have to think about it as much because I've built up kind of that repertoire of this current eating style, and then I can just keep rolling with it. But for the time being, because I'm pushing yourself into the state of ketosis is not easy. It really takes some diligence, it takes some patience, and it takes some willpower, for lack of a better word. I mean, I have commitment to this, so that's why my willpower is working so far. And I really want to get into ketosis, and I know that that's going to be a good state for me to be in for a while. So I'm logging everything so I can see what my macros are and understand that I'm on track. And then, I'm also now doing some other kind of biomarker things, actually now weighing myself every morning. And I'm actually using my keto sticks, and I'm actually using blood glucose, and I'm doing my blood pressure every morning and recording that information. And about maybe once every month or so, I'll take body measurements. And so again, I'll see progress there. I'll see progress in those other markers. And so all of that will get recorded in my journal, in my log, and I'll know how I'm doing, and I'll see that progress. And again, that's that same thing with the workouts and seeing the strength. I'm going to see progress in these numbers. And so while I might not see a progress in the strength, if I'm seeing a progress in my blood markers, I'm seeing, I'm getting into ketosis, if I see my measurements getting smaller, then I know I'm on track to lose body fat. And then maybe, okay, that's going to spur me on to work a little bit harder in the gym. I might feel a little bit more comfortable. Maybe I need to add a little bit of protein, but I'll have all that data in this journal that will help me kind of understand those things. And so again, use the journal to document those things that you're doing. And then finally, one of the things I really think you should log is your sleep. How many hours of sleep did you get? How well rested were you the next morning? And in a general sense, you need roughly 8 hours of sleep on average. Now, some people need a little bit more and some people can go with a little bit less. But if you're constantly pushing yourself with less, you'll see that in your log. If you're not sleeping well on certain nights, well, now you can look back and you can say, okay, well, I didn't sleep well last night. What was going on? And you can look back at your journal and say, oh, I ate some food I wasn't really comfortable with. Maybe that affected me. Or maybe I'm not getting enough exercise, or maybe I'm not eating enough calories. Those types of things will adversely affect your sleep. So understanding how your body reacts to the food, the stimulus, everything that's going on, you'll understand why you didn't sleep so well. And so again, keeping up with all this data, and it seems like it's kind of cumbersome, but it only takes about 5 minutes in the morning, and maybe about 5 minutes in the evening. And you have all this data now so you can understand what's going on with your body. And data is a powerful, powerful thing. So don't shy away from keeping information that will help you be a better you. And then one of the other things that I really, really like about keeping a journal is it allows you to track your goals. And where I think this is really important is a lot of times we set a goal and it's the set it and forget it thing. Oh, I want to lose some weight, or oh, I want to accomplish a certain thing. But, and we wrote it down, but we left it on our desk. And so as a result, I don't have that goal in front of me all the time. Whereas now with a journal, if I'm doing this daily, that goal is in my hand. I can flip back to that first page where I wrote my big goal, and each little period I can have my little mini goals, my little milestones. And I can say, how well am I doing each, 10 days, each week, however I want to break things up. Like I said, for body measurements, I said, okay, I will do a body measurement in about a month. So I can go back and I can say, I know I want to lose an inch off of my waist or better within 1 month. And really, actually, that's not a hard goal at all for me. I'll probably do a lot better than that, but I want to lose at least 1 inch off my waist in the next month. So I've got my body measurements written out. I'm going to go through that month, and then I'm going to get that same tape measure out, and I'm going to measure myself again. And then I'll know if I hit that goal. Now, I could measure the mini goals, but I'm only right now looking at my weight on a mini goal perspective because, again, it's an easier measurement. I don't have to take the time to pull that all out and get myself set up. So for me, I'm looking at the body measurements. I have a goal. I can track that goal all the way through to completion. And I have a date. So again, we go back and you can look at SMART goals, and I'm hitting all of them. Specific, I want to lose 1 inch off of my waist. Time bound, I want to get it done by a certain time. It's measurable because I've got a tape measure. That's going to be there. It's definitely something I can accomplish. So that's there. And it's relevant. Because in my mind, and I know this, and you know this, is that waist circumference, having your body fat in your stomach area, is a clear indicator of cardiovascular risk. So if I can lose an inch off of my waist, I am a healthier human. So that's where I'm going with that. So again, the journal is journals and logs are great tools. They're kind of that secret weapon that a lot of people don't use on a regular basis because they think it's too difficult. But I can tell you, if you're not logging and you're not journaling, you're missing a great opportunity to make and amp up your health and fitness. And really, I can't emphasize this enough. Start booking this stuff, start logging this stuff, start putting it out there. Because if you don't, you're not going to make the progress that you could be making. So go out and start journaling, start logging today. Okay, now you understand the value of journaling. If you're looking for some help in this area, go to older.fitness/journal. There you can get a copy of the journal that I use with my clients. It's a daily journal that walks them through about a 10-week program that will allow them to get to the health and fitness goals that they want to meet most. So go to older.fitness/journal and get yours today. This week's open question: have you recently met a health and fitness goal? Go to older.fitness/group, and there you can join us in the celebration. Next time on the 40 Plus Fitness Podcast, I start a series on play and how it should be a part of your health and fitness journey. Have a happy and healthy day.